Okay, let's do it.
Stand by, everyone. Straight to you, Wolf.
Roll, DJ, one, track, go.
The big screen makes all the difference in the world. Let me show you.
Show our viewers the screen.
Yeah.
They're going to come up right behind
I'm going
you.
to just show a comic book. This is Marvel Comics. Look at the screen there.
Beautiful color.
Beautiful color. Now let me show you something very different. The elements. We all learned the periodic table of elements in high school. Well, this is doing it on an iPad.
And so you can just go in there and learn more about
There's
it.
Hassium. You remember Hassium?
Of course.
There's Palladium.
It can do a lot of things, but you know what? I'm interested in how it deals with, for example, movies.
Okay.
Right? You want to see a movie, you're on a plane, you're on a car, not driving, but you want to see a movie, what do you do?
Okay. Hit video.
Yeah.
Happen to have a few movies already loaded in here. Star Trek.
Already comes up.
We hit play.
And
there you go. You're watching Star Trek. And like the iPhone, it has an accelerometer. So when you do this,
you
the
see it a
screen
little bit
changes.
bigger.
Yes.
So there it is, and you can see that, and you can hear it, or you can plug in some headphones.
Right. It does have a lone speaker, not stereo, but of course you can plug in.
And if you
stereo
plug in
speakers.
external speakers, you can have stereo.
Absolutely.
All right. So let's say you want to read a book or a magazine.
Okay, well, this is where the iPad's getting a lot of attention as a potential killer to the Kindle from Amazon, which of course is the leader in that still burgeoning space. And I'm going to show you iBooks here. They have a bookstore, but this is Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
The children's classic, of course. Now I'm going to turn it this way, and watch how you turn a page, just like a real book. That
So you're reading the book, and you go to the top or the bottom, and you can just turn the page.
Or you could just tap, and you're turning a page.
And you can read the book.
It has color, which the Kindle
is
does
black
not have.
and white, doesn't have that.
Yes.
So they can have little diagrams or whatever in color.
Exactly.
On a book. How did it feel to you reading a book on this iPad as opposed to, let's say, a Kindle?
Well, actually, while there's more sizzle here, a lot of gee whiz kinds of stuff, the Kindle is great because it's much lighter, 10.2 ounces versus 1.5 pounds, and you'll feel that extra weight. So when I was curled up in bed, I actually found the experience a little bit heavy. Sometimes I hit that screen when I didn't want to and turned a page when I didn't want to.
And so let's say you want to read a newspaper or a magazine. What do?
Well, again, there will be apps for newspapers and magazines. We've got a USA Today app coming. You, of course, can look on the web at all the media sites on the web, and the web looks absolutely gorgeous on here. Again, the big screen, I keep coming back to it, the big screen makes all the difference in the world.
It's bigger than an iPhone, but not as big as a laptop.
Correct.
Let's talk about if people want to if people want to send some email. Is there a keypad? Is there can they write?
There is a virtual or what they call a soft keypad in here. You can connect through a dock an accessory for a physical
Show me
keyboard.
The keypad.
Sure. Let me bring up email. And I want to send a new email. So there you go. There's your virtual keyboard.
So then you can start typing. With one finger at a time, basically.
One finger or two fingers.
So it's not like a regular.
It's not like a regular keyboard. It's fine for email. It's fine for doing notes and short kinds of things. I wouldn't want to write my articles on this thing.
What does this do differently than the other, the laptops or the iPhones or the Blackberries? What does this do differently?
Well, I would say it's not so much what it does differently, but how it does it. For one thing, again, we just talked about the keyboard. There's no physical keyboard. There's no mouse here. Everything is done with your fingers. It's all multi-touch. Now, that is like the iPhone, but of course, this is the iPhone on steroids, a lot bigger screen. It's fabulous for games. It's fabulous if you saw for movies. Pictures look wonderful. Let me show you what pictures look like here. Just tap.
And you got all your pictures, but you can't take pictures with this.
You can't take pictures with it, and that is one of the flaws in version 1.0. I would expect that somewhere down the road they'll come up with a camera, a video cam. It would have been nice to do some video chats on here.
You can't print with it either.
Can't print with it either, at least right now. Again, I think there'll be workarounds for these things down the road, but right now, no, you can't.
But the battery life is pretty good.
Battery life is very good. Apple says about 10 hours. I actually got a little bit better than that. So the battery life is very good. Not as good as the Kindle, which can go up to 2 weeks, but again, this does a lot more than the Kindle.
Is this for everyone?
No, certainly not. And I don't mean to get across the message that the traditional laptop is going away. Of course it's not going away. Again, there's the physical keyboard. There's the issue of storage. You could obviously hold a lot more on a laptop. And the other thing, of course, is if you're doing more advanced computing, video editing, say, you wouldn't do that on this.
You would do something else, but it will change. Is it fair to say it will revolutionize the way we deal with these kinds of things?
I think so. I mean, the word revolutionize always is a little bit overhyped, but certainly this has groundbreaking potential, and it has it in publishing and media, certainly games. This is a beautiful game machine. If I was Sony or Nintendo, I'd be worried.
This is what some people probably aren't familiar with. This is an actual newspaper. You notice that there's paper here, things like this. It's amazing. What will this do to this?
Well, being a newspaper guy myself, I'm hoping this sticks around for a while longer, but this certainly represents the future. Now, whether it's this device or others like it remains to be seen, but I'd like to believe that the printed newspaper isn't going away so fast.
Yeah, well, if it's been in big trouble, I suspect this is going to make this thing even bigger trouble.
Absolutely.
Ed, thanks very much for coming in. Good demonstration.
Thank you.